Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Now I wanted to make this quick video for you to help you understand some earthquake terminology that you might encounter when studying tectonic hazards and of course earthquakes. Now quite a lot of the phrases and the terminology you will see when it comes to studying earthquakes begin with the word seismo. Now, the origin of the word seismo actually comes from the Greek word seismos, meaning earthquake. And then if we think about all of those earthquake terms that we can attach to the word seismo, we then need to figure out what they mean. So first of all, we can have seismology. Now, seismology is the study of earthquakes and seismic waves that move through and around the earth. So the ology part means to study, and if we connect that to seismology means to study earthquakes in the simplest sense. Then we've got ologist, seismologist. And a seismologist is a person who studies or is an expert in the field of earthquakes and seismic waves. And seismologists actually study not only shock waves created by earthquakes and volcanic activity, but they also work in oil, gas, and mineral exploration industries as well. They earn an average salary of about £20,000 to £50,000 a year, and their day-to-day activities include monitoring and analysing data from seismic centres around the world. They map seismic regions and fault lines in the Earth's surface. They do other stuff as well, like investigating target sites for new seismic stations. And they also search for oil and gas deposits under the land and sea. So a seismologist is an expert who studies something, and in this case, it's earthquakes. Then we've got graph, so a seismograph. And a seismograph is an instrument used to record the motion of the ground during an earthquake, just like this one that you can see on the screen. So a seismograph, graph meaning to write, and it means that it's recording the motion of that earthquake and that ground movement. And then next up we've got meter, so seismometer. So a seismometer is an internal part, the inside of a seismograph, which may be something like a pendulum or a mass that's mounted on a spring. And that allows the seismograph to draw these lines, which seismologists will use to infer and suggest what is happening deep below the ground surface. So that's a seismometer, a seismometer, and that means to measure, so to measure earthquakes. Now, just breaking the rules slightly here, you will also come across the phrase seismic waves. And a seismic wave is an elastic, if you like, wave generated by an impulse, all this energy and friction from an earthquake or maybe even a volcanic eruption. And seismic waves, they can travel either along, near, or through the Earth's surfaces. So it is your seismograph that actually records these sudden movements, these seismic waves, when the Earth is slipping along a fault during an earthquake.